Hey besties, it's me, Behind the Shade. Let's break it down. Behind the Shade, that is. Hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and please be respectful in the comments. And I would like to know, how would you rate this episode? Where did the makeup artist go? I know the phone rang and she stepped out, but she never came back to finish Ava's makeup. Not that she did a whole bunch more, but I would have liked to have seen some lip gloss or something. And then seemed like she was gone so long. Ava started playing on her mama's face. And did y'all hear Ashton say Hell no? He cusses. And oh Matt, he was out of pocket when he told Anasa, since you have a PhD in nothing. I was like, did he just Matt his mouth? I couldn't. I can't. You gotta speak gentle to me, even when we funkin'. I cannot take the verbal abuse. Like, stop acting like a kid. You are a grown man trying to prevent being a grandfather. Grow up. Talk to your lady with some respect. If you ain't got nothing nice to say or y'all funkin', just be quiet. Like Matt will make it worse. Okay, sorry, besties. I'm going on. I am going off. Okay. We are pop. We are talking about the Barnes Bunch. Hey, besties, this is Behind the Shade. The Barnes Bunch, season 1, episode 6. I don't know about IVF. I love the title. Let's get into it. Okay. You know, I want to grade. This was a good episode. I think it was good. I liked it. It gets a B. It gets a B. Okay, so we continue from last week. It's 3 hours later. We left off where Matt was going back into the courtroom. Um, they were coming back to give the judgment, the decision, the ruling of his case. So he calls back 3 hours later, and he was acting like he was about to give her some bad news, and she's just like bracing her. She's bracing herself, and she's looking at him on a FaceTime, and she just like, oh man. She probably thinking, no IVF, no wedding, no engagement party. We're gonna have to move to an apartment and sell all the cars. I'm gonna have to go back to work. Blah 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 blah. And so he's just surprises her and tells her not guilty on all charges. So it's a big yay. So he was telling her, like, yeah, when I get home, I want you to be in your birthday suit or have on some lingerie. And she's like, I'm not even thinking about that. And so the kids are cooking for Matt to return home to a home cooked meal from New York. Looks like they did spaghetti and all the fixings with that. And he comes in, he's like, what's up, family? It was like, let's take some shots. And it's like, wait a minute. Who you finna take shots with? Y'all ain't finna be drunk in there with all 6 kids. So the twins are blown away when Matt tells them that it was $6 million on the line. They are like, oh my God. And so Anasa says it's time for them to plan the engagement party. And the kids are juiced because they think they coming. And Matt was like, wait, no kids. And she was like, what? They have to be there. They can come. And then she's like, okay, you guys can stay for 2 hours. Then we'll have somebody come pick you up. And so they flip a coin, heads. It was heads. And so the kids won. So they get to go to the party. But she's enforced that they can stay for 2 hours only. And then in the confessionals, Ava has a gift idea, and all her brothers are like, "Oh, you be having bad ideas. We don't want to hear your idea." And so she was like, "Yeah, we can do a video. We can have all their friends congratulate them, and we can play it at the engagement party." And they're like, "Okay, that was." They're all like, "Okay, that was a good idea." Out of all the bad ones that you have. So in the kitchen, they're talking about IVF, and she wants a girl. And so Matt is like, "Yeah, we can do a girl. We're gonna have to get a bigger house, and we're gonna need a sprinter van, for all the kids. Like they can't even fit in the Escalade." So Ava is in trouble at school for talking. So Anon says, like, I need to talk to her. And then Matt asks, "Well, can I jump in?" And she's like, "Yeah, I need the support." And I thought that was nice that he asked instead of, taking charge. I like that he asked because that is his stepdaughter. And I like that. That he did just, you know, change that for me later on in the episode. Okay, so he's at 92.3 with Big Boy at his radio station on his uh morning show, and they're talking. He's interviewing Matt and talking about Kobe and how they were coaching their kids and how he missed playing with Jordan by a year and all this and all that. So back at home, Anansa talks to Ava. Like, "Do you know why I got an email about you talking?" So Ava thinks it's her English teacher that reported her to her parents because her English teacher doesn't like her. So Nasa told her, "No, it's your social studies teacher." And she said, "You know what? And you failed your Bible class." And so she said, "Give me your phone." There'll be no phone for her. She goes, 2 weeks. And boy, Ava is like, "No, no, no." And she like she about to die. She's like, "No, stop, no, stop." And so Ava tells us, honey, she has a social life, unlike her mother. She said, "Everything I do is on that phone." So Matt walks in. He's like, "What's going on?" And he was like, "Is this a punishment or a warning?" And so and he was like, "Tell us what happened." And so she said she asked somebody for a pencil, and Matt said, "You don't even believe that." And then Ava starts laughing. And so Anasa gives the phone to Matt because she says she doesn't want to get soft and end up giving the phone back to Ava after about 2 days. So Anansa is at home with her friends and they're making signs for one of the kids. They all play sports, but they're making signs for one of the kids' game. And she just loves how they play sports. She loves that it disciplines them. And so Ava comes home from school and she shows her mom that she got an A in her math class on a test, and she got an A on her science test too. And so Anansa gives her phone back and said that was in 4 days. And she was like, "I needed my phone. So I just studied and I passed my test because I needed my phone." And it's like, well, baby, it proves that you do well when you don't have a phone. So how do we keep these A's coming in, huh? So Matt goes off to play golf again with his friends. And one of the friends, what's his name? I think his name is Jelani. He exchanged numbers with one of Anansa's friends when they were in Vegas. So Matt was like, "How's that going? She's real cool." And he said, "Yeah, we exchanged numbers." He said, "We talked," but he said, "I'm not even on that page right now." He's like, "I ain't there." And so they talk about Matt having this baby. And so they all looking like, "What?" And so they were like, "Yeah, it got to be a girl." And so the Gino's like, "If it ain't a girl, you need to just go ahead and drop that baby off at the fire station." Because the fire station, if you have a baby and you don't want your child, you should drop your kid off at the fire station. It's totally okay to drop a kid off at the fire station. So Matt is telling them, like, he's like, I don't think I could have kids. He was like, he been rawing her for 3 years and nothing has happened. And so they're like, oh, okay. So the next scene, Anansa takes Ava to get a makeup tutorial from her mom's makeup artist. Uh, she's growing up, Ava's growing up, and she knows that she wants to hang around her friends all the time, but she thinks Ava's love language is quality time. So she likes to, carve that time out with her because she's the only girl. And so the lady is doing her makeup. Ava looks beautiful. And the lady's phone, the makeup artist, her phone rings. So she tells him that she has to step out and take the call. And so Ava's like, okay, mom, let me do your makeup. And so she messes up her face. And Ava gonna say that I did it. It was payback for her taking my phone. Oh my goodness. It's like these kids are too much. Then Anansa calls her mom to tell her mom about Ava's progress, and now she's off punishment. And she's like, that's good. And so they talk about the baby. And Bev Johnson is not the one you go to talk about kids. She's not interested. She's not there. She doesn't see it for you. She feels like you have had enough babies. She probably wanted you to have this one kid and you had two more or three more. He has two and you want another one? Bev is not the person that you should be talking to, Anansa. Uh, so all Bev kept saying was, what about you? What about you, Anansa? What about you? What about your time? What about you? And it's like, yeah, we know you're selfish because you had Anansa and you didn't choose to raise her. And I get it. You was a career woman, but yeah, anyway. Um, so Anansa brings up the miscarriage that she had back in 2019, and she knew it was a girl. And so she just likes, she wants to just try again. And Bev Johnson says, you're blessed and your family is complete. And Anansa says, well, I know she said that because she's trying to make me feel better. So Anansa got off the phone with her, and Bev Johnson said, wait, are you mad at me? And she said, no, I'm just getting off the phone. And so Beverly Johnson told her, I don't like the way you rushing me off the phone. Like, I don't like the way you getting off. And it's like, oh, goodness. Okay. Beverly Johnson, she is something, isn't she? She's a character. So then they have a family meeting, and this is where it all goes bad. So Anansa and Matt get all the kids together to have this family meeting on a brown couch. They want to talk about having another baby. They want to see, do the kids want another baby? And so Matt is torn. But Anansa doesn't know that. So they vote. This is so funny. David, Dean, and Carter said yes to a baby. Ava, Aston, and Isaiah said no. And we all know Aston said HELL no. The baby cousin. Too many kids, can't take another one. Carter wants to protect his baby sister from the boys, and he wants to show her how to play hoop and this, that, and a half, because he needs to have a sister from a baby because Ava doesn't listen, because they met when she was older. So he wants a fresh new baby sister. Ava said that they can't keep up with them, so they don't need another baby. David doesn't want another Dean or Aston, so he would want a sister. He don't want a brother, he wants a sister. And then Dean will be happy with another kid. Carter, we already talked about Carter said he gonna teach her how to play hoop and he want to protect her. Ava says she moving to her friend's house if they have another baby. So it's 3-3 with the kids. 3 kids say yes, 3 say no. Of course, the Nasa say yes, so they need. And actually, it doesn't work because there's 6 kids and 2 of them, so that's 8. They still need an extra person to break the tie. Hold on, but they didn't think that. Yeah, at this point they're like doomed. Hold on, besties. Had to get some water. So Matt flipped the script. He's like, I'm kind of like 57-43 on this. So it's like a little bit more on yes, I believe. I think 57, the 57 percentile, I think, is yes. And the 43 percentile is no, I believe. So Aston think he's telling them his age. So you know Matt is 43. So he says 57. No. Oh, no. Maybe that's what he was saying. 57 is no, and 43, yes. I thought he was addressing the baby about his age, but that's what he was saying. He was saying 57% no to having a kid and 43 yes. Oh my God. Why did he say that? So Anansa, being that Capricorn, she was like, okay, so then it's a no. And so she walks off. She didn't end the meeting early. It's a wrap. The kids go away, blah, 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 blah. So Matt is all up on her in the kitchen. You mad? And she's like, she's mad. She says, it's okay. And it's not okay. She says she didn't like how he changed his mind in front of the kids. And she called him a jerk. And she said, you either are bipolar or just crazy. And so he said, yeah, that's what he's in therapy for, because he messes up and he tries to make jokes out of it. So he's in therapy trying to stop making these mistakes. She goes into a room and slams the door. So he comes into their bedroom, asks if she's still mad at him. She says she's used to it. So he says, I'm sorry for embarrassing you in front of the kids. And she's like, the damage is done. I mean, she is like, right there, Matt, you should just have walked away. The best thing to do was you should have walked away right then and there. Because you said, the last thing you said was sorry for embarrassing you in front of the kids. That's where you should have just, if she's not ready, right? She's not ready. She's still mad. You gotta let people stay mad and unmad, and then they can stop being mad later. Then you can talk to them. But talking to her while she's mad is gonna get you nowhere. She's gonna keep talking crap, and you gonna jab, and that's exactly what happens. So she was like, "You let me get the kids together to ask about a baby." He said, because he's the one who got cold feet and he deserved to get cold feet because he has to pay for everything. Oh, now you're throwing that up in her face. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. You should have stopped that. I'm sorry for embarrassing you in front of the kids. That was a beautiful, that's all you needed to say. Now you throwing up. You got cold feet. That ain't what she needs to hear. Duh, she saw it. You didn't need to say that you pay for everything. We're going to need to get a bigger house, a bigger car. And child, Anasa came back so good on his butt. She said, no, I've paid for everything. He like, I paid for it. He talking about financially. She's talking about emotionally. She said she paid for that heartbreak that she got last time from him. She said she told him that he cost her life. She said his cold feet cost. So she's removing the situation. He doesn't destroy it because it's tainted. So here we go with all these trigger words, right? You Matt, you should have stopped that. What am I saying, besties? Sorry for embarrassing you in front of the kids. That is where he should have stopped. The next word out of his mouth was cold feet, pay for everything, bigger house, bigger car. Then she said heartbreak. Then he say, she throwing out words to hurt him, right? I'm just gonna remove the situation so you don't destroy it. Now she's calling you a destroyer, and now she's saying that your relationship is tainted. Who wants to hear that? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You shouldn't have said what you said, Matt, because now she got to come back with the destroy and the tainted word. So he's like, it's not tainted. Aston wasn't planned. You're over here, you're overreacting. There you go, telling somebody how they should or should not act. Not good. And people care. You think people care about us. So she's like, they do. And she's like, so now she's pouting and acting and it acts like he can't change his mind. You act like I can't change my mind. I changed it back. He's like, I had a different feeling when I was standing there and I changed it back. And he was like, I'm allowed to change my mind. And, he told her she's being closed-minded. And he was saying how, I can't tell you when I'm changing my mind. It just happens when it happens, which is true. I understand. And so he goes to Petty. So he tells her, well, I want a baby. Should I go get it somewhere from someone else? Should I go? No, he was like, should I go get someone else pregnant? Bruh. You're going from bad to worse. Bruh, why did you say that? God, you see how this is just forming into something bigger for no reason, y'all? It is so important to talk when the other person is ready to talk. Because when they're mad, they're going to speak mad, and you're going to react to mad, and that mad is going to make them madder, and then you're going to get madder. And who's winning? Nothing is being done. A lot of times people need to process their mad. Okay? She'll come back and holler, but give her some space. Now he's going to say that. Now, he done messed up. I wouldn't be surprised. Are they besties? Are they married in real life? Because I'm sure this was a while ago. Are they married? Because I know that would have been it for me. So he says, bro, you might not be. Anyway, let's move on. Because Matt, oh my gosh, he making me hot. Let me cool down. Let me get some water. We're almost done, besties. So he says, should I go get someone else pregnant? And so she's telling him that she works very hard to untaint their relationship, to show their love for each other. And she's tired of untainting their relationship because he's the one that messes up. That's what she's saying. He walks off and says, then you should go find something else to do. See what I'm saying? God, y'all need to stop. Stop talking. So then we see, and this is kind of like a very bad edit, but then she's in a robe in the bathroom and she took a pregnancy test and it shows positive. And that was the end of the episode. Yeah, that was the end of the episode, y'all. So, what did I grade this? I said a B, right? I'll give it a B. It gets a B from me. Besties, leave your comments down in the comment section. Tell me what you rate the video and what you think. What was Matt doing? Like, how do you argue? Put some points about how you argue with your spouse or guy, a person. Like, how do you argue? Don't you feel like they should have Matt should have, well, she even told him that he should have walked away or this is something, and he's just not listening. He's a little thug. He got a little thug and he a little bully. He a little bully. He's a little bully. Okay, that's it, besties. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.